everyone, it's Brenda Miller, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and I go live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time to share with you some of the things that I've been working on in my little office here. Couple of big things to talk about today. The first one, I hope nobody has missed this, but there is free shipping for the next, for today, tomorrow, and Friday. So that's February 18th, 19th, and 20th. And I hope you get a chance to take advantage of this special offer. It only happens a couple times a year. Great time to stock up. There's lots and lots of great stuff on the last chance list at the moment. So lots of great deals out there that you can take advantage of, as well as, the normal stock up. So I hope you will take a look at that. And if you need any help with that, of course, you can contact me because I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That's what I do. The next thing is that I am featuring today a bundle, or a suite actually, that is part of our online exclusives that will be launching in March. And I'm doing that ahead of time so that just to give you a sneak peek. So these products are not available at the moment, but they will be come March 3rd, I believe. And if you have any questions about them, you can certainly ask me, but I'm very excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and take a look. So let's get my keyboard out of the way. Whoop, where did it go? Okay, so here we are, and I want to share with you the bundle, and the bundle is called Match Day. Now, those of us here in New Jersey are excited because the World Cup is coming this year, and I thought when I saw this set that if ever there was a time for me to make soccer cards, this would be it. So I figured, let me start playing with it. And the other thing is that my middle son, Derek, is a huge soccer fan. He watches soccer every moment that possibly could be watched. He's got 3 TV screens going. He's a little bit nutty about it, and it was his birthday earlier this month. So I wanted to make him a card, and also his favorite phrase in life is "let's go." And "let's go" is one of those phrases that can mean a lot of different things. All of them pretty much positive. So anyway, so that's what I used to make his card. So I was very excited about this bundle, and I was super, super excited about the little soccer ball. Okay, so I thought, well, let's go ahead and make something fun with this, and look what we came up with. So here's the card, and what I did was, this was a card that I did with my team at our team meeting this week. So another thing we need to talk about is that there is a join offer going on in the month of February, and that includes getting the Stampin' Positioner for free. So it's a terrific time to sign up. And one of the benefits of being a Jersey Stamper and Beyond Stamper, that's my team within Stampin' Up, is that we have a team meeting every month, and every month we make a card. And this was our card from this month, and it's a spinner card. So really, it's not new technology, but boy, is this perfect or what for this particular bundle. So I thought I would share with you how to make this card. And it can also be used to make lots of different cards. It doesn't have to be a soccer ball in here, but let's see how to make it. So when you're on my team, you get a packet, and this also goes for my any Zoom classes that I do. I package up the materials in a little cello bag so that everything is all together, and I do a lot of pre-cutting, etc., to make sure we are in good shape. So check out all the little goodies in here. So we have these great stars that will be coming, and they're called Wonderful Stars Puffy Stickers, and you can see here they come in black and in white. I'm just using white ones here, and they come in the 2 different sizes. There are 2 sheets of each in each packet, so we're looking forward to having those. So of course you got to have a good embellishment. And then there's also designer series paper. So let's take a look at this before I tell you about what I was doing here. But this is one of the papers. Okay, and this is the reverse side, and here is the other. And what I did was I cut the paper. This is just 3x4, and I put it at the top of a piece of basic black cardstock, and I used some repositionable adhesive to put it on to the paper so that I knew that when I went ahead and punched out this circle, I tried to aim for the center and that it would be correct for each card because I did make, about 30 of these. So that's how that goes. But that's how I did it. I just took some repositionable adhesive so that I could then peel it off because we're going to need to have it as a separate piece for when we're doing our card. We have some white for the inside of the card. We've got a strip of black, and all the details for all of this are in the description of this video. I have these circles. These are 1 1/4 inch circles. Now, I will tell you that I had to go to some old dies to make these 1 1/4 inch circles. I really haven't figured out why the die set did not come with a 1 1/4 inch circle. It came with this larger circle here, which cuts out this soccer ball, which is great, except that I needed soccer balls that didn't need to be stamped because when I mail these out, I can't have anything pre-stamped. That is a Stampin' Up rule, and so, I abide by that. So I had to go to some old punches, actually, to die cut, to punch these out. So they're 1 1/4 inches. Hopefully you have some in your stash. And then check it out. These are the little soccer balls. So I die cut these out, and each card gets 2 of these. Okay. So let's go ahead and assemble. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I've already explained to you how I got this circle cut out. And again, that was with a punch. And I'm going to put my white on the inside of the card. And I'm just using my, Stampin' Seal. It's a little too far down there, huh? I have a new camera holder, and it's a little closer to my desktop, which I like in some ways, and I don't like in some others. So I'm trying to get used to it. And then I'm going to, one thing I didn't show you is that I have a little piece of string. And actually, this is black and white twine. It's something that we used to carry. Any bit of string would do for this particular technique. I really like that fishing twine, which is clear, right? Or maybe sometimes you see it used for beading, like making bracelets. It might be a little bit stretchy, might not be. But when it's clear, it's even cooler. But I didn't have any of that. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I used just this old twine, and the fact that it was black and white was helpful. And I'm just going to lay this down. So this is the mechanism of the spinner. And I'm just trying to make sure that it's centered. And I'm just pressing into the adhesive, the 2 little lines of adhesive that I made. And I just put my string there. And again, any string will work. Doesn't have to be anything in particular. And now I'm going to take that piece of Desire Series paper out of which I had already cut that circle. That circle, I believe, is, you got to make sure you have it the right side, so because it's not actually perfect, but that circle is 1 3/4 inches. Yep. And I'm just going to lay it back where it was. And so now that string is in there nicely. Okay, so, and it's nice and tight, and you can see that it shows through the other side. And then I'm going to take my soccer balls, and I'm going to put that at the bottom. There we go. And this creates our card front. And I always like, when I can, to cover my seam. Sometimes I use ribbon, but sometimes I use cardstock. That's what I'm using here. It's just some basic black cardstock. And I'm just going to cover up that seam. That way, if they are not aligned perfectly or anything, it's okay. Nobody's going to know. So here we have that. So let's go ahead and take our circles. So here are our circles, and then I'm going to take the soccer balls. You can see that you have to punch out these little pieces, make sure they're punched out. And I'm just going to use a little bit of my multi-purpose glue, and I'm just going to put a tiny dot of glue on the widest parts of this ball. You could use that the adhesive sheets before you cut it out. That would work really nicely too. But even just using this, all that glue that I just put on, that's enough to hold it. It's very, very lightweight. And I'm making the 2 soccer balls. Okay. So we have a little on there. Oops, I'm not looking to see if I have any comments. If anybody's out there talking to me, let's see. Do that. All right. So I'm putting the soccer ball on. Takes a little concentration there. Okay, so now I have 2 soccer balls. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put adhesive on the back of each of the soccer balls. And the reason I do both is because I just want to really make sure that this sticks, because it is very tempting to spin this soccer ball. When I gave it to my son, his wife and my other son played with it for a little while. It was a little worrisome. I was like, how old are you guys? They're plenty old. But they did think it was a lot of fun to spin it. Okay, so all I did, just sticking to my finger is the problem. See how I've got the soccer ball right on there, and I wanted to make sure I put it exactly like in the center of that circle that we made. And then on the other side, so I opened the card, and actually I could have just spun it on the front, right, because it would show me the back. And then I'm going to just glue this down on the back side. So now the string is neatly right in between the 2 soccer balls so that the ball is easy to spin. And there it goes. So, very fun card. It's an easy technique. You saw how easy that was. Then I took a banner, and this banner is from the Stylish Shapes dies. Now, if you're looking for something to get on free shipping day and you don't already have this, I highly recommend it. I fear that it might get retired sometime soon because they've been around for a long time, but I hope not, but they might. And I use these on, in almost every class that I do, you'll find that I use these dies at least once. And so I'm using the largest one here because these are nice big fonts on these stamps. So you can see here, we've got thanks for everything, gold, your biggest fan, which is very cute, I think. We have match day, which does not quite fit. So, obviously this is really great for someone who plays soccer. And imagine the scrapbook pages you could do with this particular bundle as well. But as I've mentioned, I'm using it for cards. I just think it's going to be great. Now, I'm just going to do my let's go, because that could be for anything. And it just makes me think of Derek every time that I use it. Let's go. And we're going to go ahead and add this to the card front with some dimensionals, which I've got right here. And I'm using the edges again. I have so many of these partial sheets. And we get this added on. And what I love about this is that it's a very clean card, and which is really great for a guy. They don't want, special little thingies on there. Jewels don't do anything for them, but stars, you kind of can't go wrong with stars. So we're going to take our little stars and we're peeling them off. And I'm going to put a big one and a little one up the top. And then one little one down below. And there is our card. The only thing I would say is that when you write on the inside, you might want to avoid writing here. I have, right behind where the ball is, because you can kind of see it. I did end up writing there. That's how I know that. And he didn't care. So it really doesn't matter. But it is a very fun card. And imagine you can use this with any shape here. It could even just be a flower. It could be, whatever you want it to be. So it's just a very easy, fun design to do. So that is what I had for today. But let's review. We talked about the free shipping that's available through Friday. We talked about the join offer, which is get the Stampin' Positioner in addition, for free, in addition to your starter kit, which is $99 of your choice of product. And when you join my team of Jersey Stampers and beyond, you get to come to a monthly class where we make a card and lots of other things. So we have that. And then, of course, the Match Day bundle. The suite is called A Wonderful Match, and that will be available as of March 3rd. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.